So, welcome to episode 2 of Documenting My Journey. It's been a long time since I recorded the last one, but I want to continue this as I see a lot of value in it, and I just gotta make the time for it to actually do it. So, I'm probably thinking every 2, 3, or 4 weeks. I still haven't decided it. I also want to make sure that these episodes are just value packed and I can give as much value as I can towards these episodes to make sure everybody has some value from it. So in this one, I want to keep it brief and just focusing on some things within the agency. Like last month was a bit of a highlight for us. We've hit a record month in revenue, so that's really great that we signed some new clients and we also managed to work on some different stuff, so some different services. So we started offering landing page optimization. We have trialed it for one client and it turned out really great. So if you're ever looking for a landing page build or some CRO work on your site, below the video should be a link to book in a call so we can see if we could help you. But it's been great, and this allowed us to add some extra revenue next to our ad offer as well, and be more considered of like a grow partner, as we can help them, our clients, more with different services to help them expand from what we're currently doing, and basically turn our ads into way more profitable ads because they are converting a lot better with better landing pages. So I'm really excited to have built out that system into our agency so we can provide a lot more value and not just be reliant on one offer alone, which is via paid ads most of the time, and some email marketing on the side as well, and of course content also. So I'm looking at my screen, so I will go over my notes that I prepared for this video, just to make sure that I touch on every subject I want to touch on. So the first one is that we introduced, based on the input that I've got from a coaching program I'm in, and I've introduced a plan for the agency. So basically that means we have a 100-day sprint, and from there we will set our goals for the agency as a whole, and then with the core team members we also make goals for them as well, to fit into the whole company goal as well, which has really been great because it motivates everybody to go after the same goal that we have as an agency, which is great. And then also they have their personal goals, which align also of course with the company's goals as well, and basically everybody can see each other's goals, so it helps keep everybody accountable. And from that we can just make sure that we do what we say we're going to do for that week. We have calls on a weekly basis to make sure that we're hitting these goals, track the progress, and from there we will make sure that we achieve those goals with the outlined actions that we set for ourselves, which is obviously great because in the end, one, it helps us keep accountable, and two, we know what we got to do to get to where we want to get to. So that's obviously great, and I'm really excited because I got a feeling that really motivated our team to go forward, and that we have something that we're working towards as a whole collective team, which obviously great. So that's one thing with the agency that we've structured internally, and I think that's just going to be a game changer for us. So I definitely would recommend it, to make sure that you set up your KPIs for every team member and make sure that they're hitting them as well, which is really important, to make sure that they know they're working towards something and you're all going after the same goal, and also making sure to set rewards for that as well, which is really important of course, because if there are no rewards, obviously like you're just shooting in the dark there. So that's one. And this month, the month of April, has just been a little bit like shaky in terms of like results. Checking Twitter, I've seen more people complain about it, especially on Meta, on TikTok. Obviously, it's always a bit of like up and down, but overall results have been a bit shaky, which is obviously puts like a lot of pressure on us from clients as well. And it's not all like rainbows and unicorns in agency world. Obviously you have some months where the results are not where they are meant to be, so that's of course puts some extra stress under our creative team, because that's like the biggest lever we have in terms of like getting back to where you want to go to, like having the best creatives out there and continue to be testing different creatives. So that's just very important for us to make sure that we always provide the best results. And creative is one of them, of course, to always come up with new angles and test new ideas that we have. And also I did sign some new content clients for the agency, which is great because previously most of the clients came for an ads offer with a combination of content, but recently we signed up 2 or 3 more new content only clients, which are obviously great to basically help them as well, because either they already have an agency running their ads or they are running the ads themselves. So that's just really great to make sure that we are also helping clients that might not be a good fit for running the ads for, they might in the future, but for now we also help clients just with content, which is obviously great. And also I want to preface this by saying that the next month will be a bit slower for us in terms of revenue. As an agency, it kind of like stabilized or it dropped a little because there were some clients that we had to pause for like a certain period. Partly to the like results not being where they needed to be, but also like they had some like internal issues that weren't really in our control. So that's just like something that happens. Everybody has that like you're just killing it. And for this particular client, we've definitely killed it. We took over from another agency and we basically cut the CPA almost in half and from the previous agency. And we also make sure to increase the revenue by over 100% in a 3 or 4 months, which obviously great, but there were some internal issues that they had to solve first. So possibly like a couple of weeks delay there in terms of like getting them back, which was one of our biggest clients. So that was a bit of a bummer, but I know they will be coming back. So that's really great. And also we have some new leads coming that already said yes to joining our agency, but then they had to wait for a certain amount of time. So basically they had some internal issues in terms of like getting their brand started or having like not enough stock for the ads to be actually running. So that's something, of course, it's great that like the leads from the last 4 weeks will start to onboard in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So that should also help to recover some of that like lost revenue. So that's great. And I also want to touch a bit on in these episodes on like what's working for us. And what I've really seen working is, of course, static images. Of course, everybody hypes about videos, and statics has definitely been on the come up for a lot of brands. But we've seen that having a clear offer in your static, next to, of course, calling out the audience with the main solution your product is trying to solve, is really important. So let's say you're running a buy one, get one offer. You need to make sure that that's represented in your offer. Without that, it's really hard, of course, to grab the attention with so many ads out there and the news feeds getting like really cluttered nowadays with all of the ads. So having that offer has really been working for us. And what also has been working for us in terms of like the video ads is having like a really good scroll stopper in terms of like a split screen in the middle that just really continues to work for us. And basically having like one side of the screen where you will see some close-up high quality footage, and on the other side like some UGC content and with like some text in the middle, with like a white background and a black text, just like TikTok style. That's been really working for us in terms of creative wise, and also in terms of static, like just a very simple, for example, if you have like a product shot of your product, just cut it out, have it like a empty PNG, and then having like a very bright background on it. It really has like some really good CTRs for us, so that's really great. So I just wanted to let everybody know like what's working for us, so maybe you can do the same to see what's working for you. I will post like a link below this video with like a link to a foreplay board where you can see some of the ads we're working on, so be sure to check that out, as I think it's really valuable for you to see. And next to that, in terms of like internal sides of the agency, I want to remove myself like a lot more from the operations side of things. I get caught in terms of like the operations from the agency and I want to remove myself a lot more because basically I have my team members there, and I'm of course training them as we go to make sure that they can cover all needs for the clients. Of course, there will be certainly like parts from my work that I need to do inside the agency for the operation side of things, like approvals, etc. Some things like that to maintain the quality. But definitely, I'm looking to cut that down even more to make sure that I can focus on the more high leverage stuff within the agency by growing the agency, getting new clients, building systems, and make sure the teammates get everything they need, of course. While still maintaining the quality that we set for ourselves as an agency, which is really important for me, and is also one of the challenges, of course, by removing yourself from the operations where you have been involved quite a lot, and then of course making sure that the quality of the work doesn't drop. So that's really very much a challenge for myself in the next few weeks and months, to making sure that the agency operations are a well-oiled machine. And I think one thing is really going to help us do that, and of course it's been around Twitter a lot, and is of course AI and ChatGPT, where we can streamline a lot of processes in terms of like doing research for clients with ChatGPT with certain like good prompts that we're building out as an agency to make sure that we have those systems in place. So when a client onboards, we, for example, export all their reviews and basically extract all the information that we need from them using certain prompts within ChatGPT, which gives us like unlimited angles, or the best angles to go after when we're like writing copy or writing scripts. Previously, that was a lot of like manual work by manually going through the reviews, for example. But now with ChatGPT, you can outsource a lot of that like manual labor by just adding that into the ChatGPT and running a lot of like those prompts to make sure that you extract the right information to come up with better ad angles, hooks, and also like UGC scripts that are really valuable to grow as an agency in terms of content production, but also like the service delivery side of things. So that's mostly it. I think the next few weeks will be very challenging for us in terms of like getting where we want to go in terms of like revenue size, but also like making sure that the client results don't drop, which obviously every agency struggles with. But I'm up for the challenge. I'm ready to go, locked in, and the team also, we're all eyes are on the prize, so we're very much ready to get back where we were like 1 or 2 months ago in terms of results, because definitely they took a hit, but I don't see them dropping that much anymore, because we know what we got to do on our end to make sure that we recover. So I'm very much excited for that. So that will be the second episode. The third one, I'm not sure when it will upload, but I'm going to definitely hold myself to at least upload it in the next 2 or 3 weeks to make sure to always keep everybody updated. And hope you guys are enjoying these episodes, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace.